Alrighty, CSV2, the deuce. We are going to do a little barbecue. So, bear with me. More than likely it's going to be very heavily edited, so just bear with me. Got my ashtray. For this barbecue, I am going to be smoking a Monte Cristo number 34. It was a small batch. And now that we've got the fire going, as you can see, let's go ahead and season our meat. Now it's nothing all that fancy, it's just your simple first cut steak, about 2 pounds worth. Got a little bit of seasoning here. I'm going with the Montreal steak, McCormick Grill Mates, so doesn't matter how much you put on. At first, I believe it's called a dry rub for a reason, and that's exactly what I'm doing, rubbing it right in. Go ahead and make all your rubbing your meat jokes you want to now. I'm going to leave that like that until the fire is ready to go. We got a full pack of bratwurst here. We'll do the same thing. Just sprinkle a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't come out all that well. That's fine. As you can see, just a little bit of seasoning on it. I found with these dry rubs, a little bit will go a long way. Now Shell is at work, that's why I'm doing this all alone tonight, but have no fear, she trusts my cooking abilities. I don't see why not. I've been doing it for about 30 years now. Now remember, I'm no professional cameraman, so please bear with me on this. But let's go see how this fire is going. I can feel the heat. Once those coals get nice and gray, then we'll be cooking. We'll see you back as soon as it's ready. In fact, while we wait for the coals to be ready, might as well show you my nice utensils. This is the first time they will be used, and since we did the Yabo, might as well do the Dabo. This wasn't shipped, I actually picked it up. It's a nice stainless steel set here. Everything you could possibly want. If you want to go the route of saying Grill Master, okay. I just say it's a good way to eat. See, the ash is going nice and good on this cigar. I'm not doing a review on this because we're doing the whole barbecue. My attention can't be focused just on the flavors and all that, and the performance of the cigar. It's just something for me to do while this thing is getting ready. Now, as we're still waiting for the fire to go down, why don't I go ahead and show you exactly what I am working with this evening. Of course, my ashtray. You never have a cigar without your ashtray. There's the tools I'll be using. You can see the tray that I'll be lining with tin foil. And because I like to smoke as I'm cooking, and we'll deal with more smoke during the barbecue itself, something to stay hydrated with. And there's the meat with the seasoning. Now as the cooking goes on, that table's going to get less and less crowded, and I'll even be using the tray to help me along. Now as you can see, it's looking real good, feeling very nice. So why don't we place this camera so we can get this meat on the go. First we'll be going with the steaks with the seasoning side down. You can hear that nice sizzle. Now what I like to do is take the seasoning, make sure we have the right setting up, and go ahead and sprinkle some more on as the first side is cooking. And what I also like to do is find the coolest portion of the fire. Be right around here, because these brats won't take too long to cook at all, and we don't want any massive flare-ups. Again, season side down. And go ahead and season this side of them as well. From time to time I like to throw a little bit of extra seasoning on the grill itself, and you can see it fire up. Ooh, this is going to be good. Now with that going like that, go ahead and close the canopy here. Now as you can see the skyline behind me here, it is getting darker and the temperature is getting colder. I probably should have started this barbecue a little bit earlier, but I was finishing up with the episode 4, the Double Yabo, and finished up the editing on that and uploading it to YouTube for you, the CSV2 The Deuce World. So stick with me for now. Stick with me as this barbecue continues. Let's just say we flip these steaks and see how the other side looks. Alrighty, get the nice stainless steel, nice easy flip, not charring too hard, which is a good thing. The steaks are looking beautiful. Now I don't just go strictly on eyesight. I do have a meat thermometer. I like my meat to be medium rare with the internal cooking temperature of 145. These might be a little more done than I would have liked. I'm wondering if I didn't stick this all the way through the meat and start getting the heat from in there. That's exactly what I was doing. Okay, that's fine. That is perfectly fine, as long as I know what is going on. Now this one's going to take a little extra time because of the thickness. And that's fine. Everything's fine. We're good to flip. it that way. Right? Yeah, that way, that way. Okay. Like these ones are. I'm also going to start putting the bratwurst a little closer to the heat. As you can see, they are beginning to brown, which is fine. That's what we want it to do. Again, with the brats, same thing as with any meat. We want it to cook through. So on brats, because it's mostly ground meat, you want it to cook a little bit more than, say, your whole red meats. What you say we close this up and take a look here in a few more minutes. Now, as you can see, everything is beginning to look a little bit better. There we go. A little bit of charring, but that's fine. And some of this seasoning will fall off as it's cooking. I wasn't expecting everything to just stay up. So, I think now would be a good time to check the internal cooking temperature. This big one. Big one still has ways to go. It's only at 111.5 and slowly climbing. This smaller one here might be closer to being done. Already over one. This one may be closer to being well done. And we'll go ahead and check this last one now. Internal cooking temp right now is approaching. It is at 145. This might be a very nice medium rare. And bring that one back here where everything was cooking a little bit better. Bring these brats over here. As they cook, some of the fats are going to start seeping down onto that fire, which will cause it to flare up. Now, if you might remember, I did say that the table would clear out a little bit, and I am, well, at least I like to think of myself as a man of my word. Just the ashtray, my drink, and my band. The tray, as you can see, is right here, ready to pull food off, and everything else has been taken care of. I like to clean up after myself. So here we go, and checking the meat. Ooh, it's looking good. Take this nice fat steak. It's about an inch or so deep. And wait and see what the temperature climbs to this time. Not sure if you can see it through all the heat and everything. Trying to zoom in and see what that says. We need that to be at about 145, and because of all the fire right now, we'll be able to see it. But it is at 144.5 and still going, so we may just make it. There it is, 145. There's our steaks, nice medium rare. I'll cut them inside and you can see what they look like. As you see, the juices are going, so these are going to be done here in a matter of seconds. And that is how we barbecue here at CSV2 World. Cigar, as you can see, is winding down, and of course the cold dry air is kind of wreaking hell on the wrapper. But we're done cooking anyway, so we're gonna call it quits here. Like I said when I was cooking, if you like it, hit the like button. I think it's right down here. Or was it over here? I always forget on these things. Submit your comments. Tell us if you like it, tell us if you don't like it, and what you'd like to see more of. And until we're back on again, this might be our last video because the cold is coming. I might do one on smoking my Thanksgiving turkey coming up in just under 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, 1 day shy of 2 weeks. Until we see you again. Happy smoking.